Hey, what's going on, guys? Troll Pal CHH here. We've got another horror Blu-ray update. Like I said, I need to continue doing these as much as I can. I get really bad about it sometimes, but like I said in a previous video, which should have come up before this one, I'm trying to get a lot of stuff uploaded right now or filmed right now. I have this idea to go through my collection and do what's going to be called lost horror Blu-rays from my collection, or lost Blu-rays from my horror collection or something, where basically I will go, this will kind of work as my complete Blu-ray collection, which people have asked me to do. I'm going to go through my collection and look at titles that I've gotten and watched and liked, but forgot to either do a Blu-ray update on or just never reviewed. And it kind of will act as like a counterpart to the 10 horror Blu-rays I want you to own type of thing. I think it's going to be a really fun idea. And I've got some movies in mind already that's going to be really fun to talk about. So stay tuned on that, but I've got some really cool titles here I'm excited to talk about. I've been picking up some titles. I go on Amazon and I'll add stuff to my wish list, and once a day I'll check the prices. Every now and again something spikes really low. There was, a matter of fact, the other day, Phantasm 1 and 2 with the uncut version of Phantasm 2 4K scanned Blu-ray of that went down to $13. I posted about it on YouTube, and I know some people actually got it picked up, which is great. So I do that on Amazon a lot, and every now and again I'll get stuff that just flashes really cheap, and I recommend you doing that as well. So without further ado, let's get started. I have not seen this movie. Let's see who directed this. Richard Matheson did the screenplay, and it's directed by John Hugh, starring Pamela Franklin, Roddy McDowall. That's the reason I picked this up. Clive Revel and Gail Honeycutt. This is a movie called The Legend of Hell House. Don't know anything about it. I did some research. A lot of people said it was a really fun 70s kind of haunted house movie. But anything with Roddy McDowall makes me want to see it. But it does have reversible artwork, which I will now reverse so you guys can see that. Let's see. All right. Oh, it looks cool. So the reverse side is black artwork. There you go. Legend of Hell House. Excited to check this out. If you've seen this, let me know. The idea of seeing something with Roddy McDowall is cool. Actually, I like the white artwork better, so let me reverse it back. But yeah, Roddy McDowall, man. Oh, another bummer. I may as well bring this up. It looks like that Fright Night 2. Speaking of Roddy McDowall, that Fright Night 2 that was announced from that company overseas. The name of that company slips me, but it looks like that thing got canceled. I think they're going forward with Fright Night. I'm not sure, but actually both of them might have got canceled. But I hear that the Fright Night 2 one got canceled, which sucks. So that Spanish Blu-ray is still the best way to see that movie. But anyway, guys, The Legend of Hell House starring Roddy McDowall. Excited about that. Next up, guys, this is one of the best found footage movies of all time. I know I can get sensationalized about found footage a lot, and I can always say, oh, check this out, because I'm a big fan of the genre. But this is it, guys. I'm telling you. This is my favorite Ty West movie. I love this movie, and it's based off of true events. It's not marketed as such, but it is. I'm talking about The Sacrament. This movie is incredible. The Sacrament is basically a telling of, it was the Jonestown murders, right? That was the guy, the Kool-Aid story. It's this. And holy crap, man, this movie's good. The guy that they got to play Jonestown, or Jones, whatever the guy's name was it Jim Jones? The guy that they got to play him in this movie did such a good job. I mean, he creeped me out so much. I loved it. It's a found footage movie. It's just good. This is in my opinion, this is Ty West's best movie. Effing love it. I think it's so good. I saw it on Netflix. Creep me the hell out. So, yeah, I recommend this. This is from Magnet, which I like the label Magnet. I showed off Rubber in the previous one, which I just love this. So, guys, pick that up. I'm sorry. Oh, hell yeah. So, I just watched this last night for the second time. I love this movie, another found footage movie. This is a Korean movie. Hold on. Relax. It's got the sensibilities of a movie like Grave Encounters, which I know people loved Grave Encounters. I'm talking about Gonjiam Haunted Asylum. This movie has some creepy visuals. Really fun. I mean, you guys are really going to love this movie if you just get over the subtitle thing. Believe me, I'm with you guys. Subtitles are a pain in my ass as much as they are anybody else's. But after you start watching stuff with subtitles, I actually watch everything with subtitles now, and I can't help but not watch stuff with subtitles. This movie was great. There are some great creepy moments. The building or whatever they shot this and filmed it in is desolate, gross. There's a scene with like a big water pit, and oh, creep me out. Really fun movie. A lot of energy to it. Love it. I just love it. I love it so much. Gonjiam Haunted Asylum. This was put out by Wellgo USA, which Wellgo USA. When I think about that, the only thing I can think of that I have is like Phantasm Collection, that they've done a couple of those. So nice to see that. But yeah, I got this. All these are on Amazon. I picked all these up on Amazon. This movie is insane. This is still one of the greatest found footage movies of all time, The Sacrament, but this movie is awesome. Stream it if you don't want to buy it, but if you haven't seen this is my favorite Ty West film, hands down. I don't make any bones about that. The Sacrament, to me, is the best thing he ever did. Next up, guys, a Shudder original series. This series is so great. The first one was incredible. I loved it. This is Cursed Films 2. I pray to God they do a season 3. This is kind of like the Dark Side of the Ring for wrestling fans, for horror fans. If you haven't seen Dark Side of the Ring, it's incredible. Cursed Films is that The Wizard of Oz, Rosemary's Baby, Stalker, The Serpent and the Rainbow, and Cannibal Holocaust. The Cannibal Holocaust one's great because the director really went to jail. I mean, it's not a game. He went to jail. This was before Blair Witch Project and all that stuff, and even then Blair Witch Project sold it like it was a real documentary, or a real movie, like it really happened. But The Serpent and the Rainbow one was really interesting because, number one, that's one of my favorite Wes Craven films, but they actually got his son to talk in this, and his son actually talked about his relationship with his dad, which is something I've never heard about. I'll keep that spoiler-free because I want you guys to check this out. If you don't want to buy this, it's on Shudder, but a lot of times they'll have bonus features. Okay, here you go. Extended interviews with Adam Savage, extended interview with Greg Turkington, deleted sequence with David Oman and the Oman House. David Oman at the Oman House. So that's one thing I like, that they put special features on this, but the Cursed Film series is incredible, very rewatchable. I just love horror documentaries. What can I say? It's like my favorite thing. It's actually one of my favorite horror subgenres, if you want to call that a horror subgenre. Next, I have no idea why I bought this. I just did. I think I know what it was. So what the hell is that out there? Anyway, so, I watched Session 9, and it's a movie that I was always interested in but didn't love, but my opinion would slowly change on it. I did not like this movie, but I had a lot of respect for this movie, and I love the fact that it got everybody talking. I mean, I really love that. And I think it just made me want to buy it. It came pretty cheap online. That's Skin of Marink. There are moments in this that I think were really cool, but as a whole, as a watch, it's very frustrating. It really was. But I don't know what it is. I just don't know. I bought it. What can I say? There's a chance I could not watch this for a long time. But there were a few moments in this that I was just like, oh my God. Especially the first time watching it. But I don't know, guys. I just bought it. I could have got the Steelbook from Walmart, but I think I got this for like $11. And I was like, whatever. It was cheap. I had put it in my cart. I don't know, guys. Whatever. What can I say? Next up, guys, we've got Megan is Missing, another found footage movie. This movie's disturbing. I actually had a conversation with the director of this movie. His take was, I'm not making this as a gag, as a joke, just to try to be freaky. I'm making this as the most intense PSA I can for parents to know that your kids really don't know who they're talking to online. If you haven't seen this movie, Megan is Missing has one of the most disturbing last acts I've ever seen in anything. I mean, truly in anything. It's really disturbing. I mean, really disturbing. So, oh man, it's just messed up. It's really messed up. I don't know what else to say. I find myself revisiting this every so often, though, but it's really not for the weak at heart. So don't watch this if you have just don't watch this if you don't think you can. But when I say it's really has one of the most disturbing endings of all time, it gets in my head. I get freaked out about it. I have no idea if I recorded this in the other one, so I'm going to go grab some movies, then I'll be right back and we'll talk about that. All right, guys, so this is new pickups. 3 out of the 4 are. I just wanted to show this. I love the Creepshow series. Greg Nicotero has been doing great stuff over there. I watched all of season 1. Now, I bought this when it came out, so that's not new. But I watched season 2, and the opening episode of season 2 so far is my favorite episode out of anything that they've ever done. And I remember liking probably 75% of season 2. Of course, there's always going to be an episode or two that you don't love, but I did really like season 2. I watched half of season 3. Now, these I just picked up. I picked up half of season 3, and apparently I lucked out because somebody was like, dude, I just ordered a couple of those and I didn't get the slipcovers for them. So I guess I lucked out. It just depends on which warehouse you order from. I watched half of season 3 on Shudder. I really enjoyed it, so I just was like, oh, let me pick this up. So they have bonus content. They have an hour bonus content. There's Comic-Con panels with Greg Nicotero, Michael Rooker, James Remar. So there's cool stuff behind the scenes on that. What's interesting is seasons 1 and 2 had reversible artwork with different art on the covers. As you can see, it has different artwork for part 2, which I like that much better than the slipcover for that. Same thing with season 1. Season 1 had really cool reversible artwork, so I reversed that. Season 1 was a dynamite season. There's a werewolf episode with Reanimator, Jeffrey Combs, that is just insane. No reversible art for season 3, so they stopped doing that. I don't know why. But no reversible for season 3. I have not watched much of season 4, if any, if memory serves. So I was just like, let me pick it up. I'll check it out. So I picked up the rest of the Creepshow series on Blu-ray. So I'm happy to have those. I love the Creepshow series. Always have been a fan of it. And I really am glad that the series is going strong on streaming. And I also picked this up, Scare Package 2. Loved Scare Package, which was another horror anthology. So if you guys can't tell, I'm into horror anthologies. I'm into horror series like Creepshow, and I'm into found footage. I'm a junkie for this stuff. What can I say? So I'm excited to watch this. Have no idea if this ever had a slipcover when it came out. I have season 1, which came with a slipcover, and it also had the Joe Bob Briggs episode. You could watch it as a Joe Bob Briggs episode, which is great because it was from Shudder, but this one doesn't say that. But there's the making of, bloopers, extended scenes. So I don't know. We'll see. Again, this is RLJE. They do, them and Shudder put all their stuff out together. So hopefully Scare Package 2 is fun, but no idea if that had a slipcover or not. It doesn't really bother me. So thank you guys for checking that out. Those are my new pickups. Tell me which ones you might have a question about. I'd love to answer it. And like I said, keep stuff on your Amazon cart. Check it daily. The prices, you never know. I mean, they seriously will move up and down. Sometimes it's by mistake. Sometimes it's for limited time only. Just keep that kind of stuff in your back pocket and stay aware of it. Thank you guys for watching. This is your old pal CHH. God bless you guys, and I'll see y'all next time. Peace. Huge giant thank you to all of my Patreon supporters. Without you guys, this would not be possible. To get behind the scenes photos, videos, music, private live streams, and much more, you can subscribe to my Patreon for as little as $1 a month. Thank you to my patrons.